Hey, fellow travelers, Cristiano Ronaldo here. No, it's not actually Cristiano Ronaldo. It's me. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Thought we'd do a little live here before the France game to celebrate all the fantastic things that people have been loving about coming to the U.S. this summer. Such great stuff to see people so excited to travel around the U.S., whether they're grabbing some Reese's peanut butter cups and realizing how good peanut butter and chocolate go together, or how ranch dressing really has brought the world together. You can't go wrong. And of course, the corporate sponsor of Coca-Cola for the World Cup. Hey, good job for that. But I'm just having myself a beer to help celebrate the 4th of July. And I thought I'd give myself a little American mustache for today, just to have a little fun. So we can have a little live here and talk about your travel questions, all kinds of stuff about coming to the U.S., but also some of the things that's been really great to hear about how people are really enjoying the U.S. this summer with the World Cup, because there was a lot of trepidation about the World Cup if people were coming in with the prices and the tickets and the overpriced hotels. We had videos about it too, but things have been great because one of the best things about it has been the people have loved coming to the U.S. and enjoying American hospitality, American portion sizes, and yes, ranch dressing. Hidden Valley Ranch, thank you for making the world a better place. But hey there, everybody. Good to see you, Bill. Good to see you, Andrew from Cardiff. Catherine, good to see you. Mary Ellen, good to see you too. Brian, Josh Lunt, Josh, you tied for the most commenting person on here. Everybody, good to see you. Larry, good to see you. MJS, hey, what's up? Mike Renee from Georgia, good to see you. Soccer, what you trying to say there? Hey, Motor City Autographs, good to see you too. Happy Independence Day, everybody. So this is one of the things that's been so great about the World Cup is people going around, and this is something I've seen when I've traveled. Like the news that people tell you about different countries is going to be very different than what reality is. Like we were going to El Salvador, Nicaragua, we're going to South America. People think Brazil during the World Cup, Brazil during the Olympics years ago, and they're like the Zika virus is going to get you, and you're going to get kidnapped, and you become a zombie. No. Like being there just really helps break down borders. That's one thing I love about this cup is people are coming here, seeing these things, and people are saying wonderful things about their time in the U.S. And it is awesome to hear, so wonderful to see and hear, and all kinds of things to enjoy. And that's what we love about travel. That's what we always try to promote, to get you all to be more comfortable, travel out there, to try new places, to see different things, because a lot of people, all they know is the bad news. They hear about places because bad news sells. That's why our videos, the don'ts of going places, do so much better than my do's of going places, even though the don'ts are actually do's, but you do it a different way, because that's one of those things. But it's just so nice to see. So if you're loving this summer and all the fun stuff, from the ranch dressing to the Texas Roadhouse to going to the Walmart videos from all the Europeans and Asian and all the tourists from all over that come to the U.S., I hope you love them too, because I am enjoying it. And what else? What are you all enjoying about some of the stuff people are showing? Because, we did go to Buc-ee's, of course, and got our America 250 Buc-ee's shirt here. So we're having some good stuff. Gary wants to know, are we getting any more World Cup content? So I actually filmed the first half of the don'ts to going to World Cup games. But then once I was going to finish it, one of the early games, do that. Because I filmed half of it at the Copa America a couple years ago. And then, sadly, the prices were so high for tickets, I couldn't afford to take us all there. So we went to Europe instead. I didn't finish the video. I've got the basics of it down. Basically, it's like this. If you're going to the game, buy the swag early because it sells out. There's no more there. And realize a lot of places are not cash. There's no cash. It's like, no, got pay card everywhere you go. Preferably Visa, because that's the sponsor of the World Cup. Because remember, money is what they're sometimes looking for. So there is that kind of fun. Aggie Maya, that's what I went for. I went for the most American thing I could think of. I don't know. Let me know. Should I make videos with this fantastic thing? Because I do have. So I have filmed parts of things that annoy Europeans when they come to the U.S. But come on, we can't put that out now. That's totally against what everybody's talking about. So I'm actually putting together the loves that people love about coming to the U.S. I'm going to have that out, probably in the next week or two, before the final. The idea is to have that out before the final, kind of a wrap of the World Cup kind of thing, and kind of putting those things together. So I just don't know. Should I film part of it with this fantastic mustache or not? Please let me know if you want to see the loves of America going along with this handlebar mustache. Can you try to get the lamb chops too? Didn't quite come in as well as I would hope, but it is what it is. Hey, Jim and Harriet, hope you're doing good. 100 degrees in Richmond, Virginia. Wow. So it was about 90 something earlier today. One of the reasons why I'm not, using the fireworks and anything right now is because we were getting ready to go to a 4th of July party because that's what you do on the 4th of July. And then, no joke, I mean, the sky's open. Like, we got that alert on the phone, like, don't leave your house. Don't leave your house. And I'm like, I'm in the parking, like, literally pulling into the grocery store. Just like, I can't tell you, I don't know if you can tell this shirt, like, this, like, 2 or 3 hours ago, drenched. It's like I fell into a swimming pool. It was so bad. But got stuff to celebrate. We got cousins coming over tonight. So we missed the first party, got canceled. So hopefully we get to our second party after the France-Paraguay game. But let me know who you think is going to win that one. Bubba, good to see you. Josh, if I ever met you in Liverpool, I'd have a paparazzi. I got to get back to Liverpool. For those of you who know, Liverpool is a freaking great city, man. The Scousers, they're awesome. They're awesome. Yeah, the things about the border guys checking socials, that was one of the things. There was a proposal, which would take like a year or so to actually go through. So there's a process. It's kind of like when Ryanair says, oh, we're going to charge for toilets. Yeah, you can't do that. Or if you do, you have to go through the whole process for it. So there is that. Linda, I think you're rather distinguished with them. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I don't know if I was thinking, do I do the cowboy hat or whatever? But we were in Portugal. Sorry. For Portugal's first game a couple weeks ago, and we all got Cristiano Ronaldo masks to go along with our Portugal shirts. So that'll be a game. Was it Monday? Yeah. Monday's going to be quite the game at the Walters house. Spain, Portugal, and then the U.S. versus Belgium. For those you know, Liam was born. Our youngest was actually born in Portugal. I did my PhD in Portugal. I lived there for 5 years, so very near and dear to my heart. So hopefully go Portugal. If they beat Spain, we can meet them in the quarterfinals, and the U.S. going through, hopefully to the semis. We all can hope. So there's nice. Garrett also had the storm. Yep. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, hey, man, thank you. I've watched your videos for over 10 years. I want to say a huge thanks for all the advice. Over the years, led to many great memories. And that's what I try to do. That's what I want. Like, this is the thing, is I want to help people be able to go out and make those memories, whether it's just by yourself or as a couple, with your friends, with your family, your parents, grandparents, grandkids. I mean, that's what we always are trying to do. And it's so nice to get messages like this to know that we're actually helping. Because that's one thing I've seen is as more people have gone to like Instagram and TikTok for their travel advice, when I read the comments in there, there's not a lot of like, hey, this really helped me. It's all like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is awesome. Or, oh, yes, I want the PDF, you know, kind of stuff. And that's where I think I've really tried to be consistent and keep giving people like really helpful information for the travels. So I'm really glad that it means something. So thanks, my friend. Hey, Cincy, we're going to be travel videos. We're actually going to be driving by your neck of the woods this summer. Having a good time there. Oh, Allez les Bleus. Yeah, as much as it would be nice to see Paraguay out going farther, I don't think anybody's stopping that front of France. It's going to be, I mean, it starts in a few minutes, so it'll be a little bit. Ryan, I'm 180 kilos. 180 kilos? Yeah, whatever. 180 centimeters, so about 6 foot. Mr. White, my wife Anna loves your videos. Oh, thank you, Anna. It's very nice of you. First thing before travel, check your videos, Mark. They are so helpful. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Hey, Betsy, good to see our bestie from Shira Loves. Hey, good to see you from Israel. Always fun. We had a great time. We were there a few years ago. Only got a few of the videos out, but they'll be out eventually. We got the Eats of Israel video on our Walters Eats channel. If you want to check that out, let me know if you did good on our food choices. JBS. Okay, bad feet. One thing I would talk about, go to your podiatrist and talk about the insoles, because they'll have different insoles that'll be more medically helpful that you can slip into good walking shoes. Because for me, I always go with, like, I will burn through. So, you know, when we go in the summer, we usually go for about a month, and I will burn through an entire pair of shoes. Like, I buy it, break it in for a few weeks before we go, wear it during the summer trip, and then it's worn down by the end because we walk so much when we're there. So that would be one thing, but I would definitely talk to your podiatrist. That could be quite helpful. Francisco from Spain. We were there. We were in Zaragoza, in Barcelona, Huelva, and Sevilla this summer. Isla Magica. For those who don't know, if you ever go to a amusement park in Europe, it's definitely more family friendly for little ones. And though my kids aren't little anymore, I mean, they're like 20 and 15 now. We went back to Isla Magica again, and we went there with Caleb when Liam was first born. Liam was a baby, staying at the apartment we rented with my parents, and then we took Caleb to Isla Magica, and we went back again to celebrate this time. We just had a nice time when we were there. I mean, that was just a couple weeks ago. So Very good fun times. Pinaldo. That's all I can do is get the penalties. That's all you can do is get the penalties right now. But at least you got something. Greece. We're gonna be. Looks like we're gonna be back there. I think next summer, getting some new stuff, celebrating Jocelyn's birthday, hopefully. So it's funny. Like our travel plans are going crazy. Just had a cool call this week that we might be getting a TV spot going forward for a big city TV news channel. But we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But that was kind of a cool call we had this week. So being able to help more people travel better is kind of exciting thing. So that's kind of cool to. But once that comes out, I will let you know. For those of you in the Chicagoland area, if you ever listen on WBBM News Radio Chicago on their Travel Tuesday segments, I'm usually every other week. You'll hear me at either like 12:40 or 12:20. So that's one thing we've been doing for a long time. I think we've been doing that for like 3 years now. So always having a good time with Rob on WBBM. So fun times. Let's see. Ooh. Houston only going to Colombia in a few weeks. We'll look to visit Bogota, Barranquilla, and Cartagena. It's a July good time to visit. It's relatively fine. It's going to be hot. The rainy stuff really starts hitting a little bit farther, like October-y, September-y. So should be okay, but it'll be warm. But, I mean, Colombia's fun. Like, we had such a good time. Joss had such a good time. We took her, one of her good friends went with us, and they're like, we want to buy a house here. We want to, like, come and learn Spanish here. So we had a fantastic time. Colombians are so much fun. Like when I was seeing them cheer the game yesterday, you're like, oh man, I remember when I was there. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have a great time. No. Venetia Dream, thank you very much for the super chat. Just went to Vienna. We went to Belvedere to see the Kiss. Plus, public transportation was excellent. Thank you and Josh for your fantastic videos. Oh, thank you very much. Yes. So for those of you who know, if you like Klimt, do I have? No, I don't have it here. So if you look up Gustav Klimt, famous Austrian painter, Schloss Belvedere is a palace that they have in Vienna, but it's turned into an art gallery, and it has an incredible collection of Gustav Klimt paintings. And the Kiss, his most famous painting, is there. I remember going there in the 90s. I actually studied in Vienna when I was in college, and I remember going there, just falling in love with Klimt and the art there. And I always tell people about it when they go, like, you got to check it out. And what's cool is going to Vienna, so easy to go around there. I'm actually going back again to Vienna to make new videos, update old videos, beginning of next year. I just got the tickets for that. So good, some more fun there, but I think the videos still work well. But I still think my favorite thing about going to Vienna is getting a hot dog on the street, because they put them in like these, it looks like a baguette, but like a croissant baguette. And they have these crazy plunges. It looks very sexual, but it's, they take this plunger, smash a hole into the bread, and then put the mustard and ketchup in there, then put the hot dog, the wiener in there. So good. So good. One of those things, you just have a fun time. But that was one of those things I always laugh at. But it was always a good time. Like Vienna is one of those places, it's very close to my heart because, one, I studied there in college, right? That's where I first learned about it. Went there a number of times throughout the years. But also I've been a visiting professor there three different summers I've gone there and taught there. So like Vienna is very, very near and dear to my heart. Oh, Helsinki. Hi from Helsinki, originally from Turku. Oh, my buddy. Your videos from both have been very nice. Thank you. I'm actually going back to Turku and Helsinki later this year because I love it that much. And maybe I'll get Hesburger and then buy like 900 packets of Hesburger. The punainen mayonnaise, the paprika mayonnaise, and the cucumber mayonnaise. Oh, my God. For those who don't know, I have a video that I'm editing now. It's the fast food of Europe that you have to try. Hesburger is number one. It's a Finnish fast food joint. It's like McDonald's type food, Burger King type food, but so much better. And their Big Mac is called the Keroshamperline, which is a floor burger. But when you see it around the world, like I was in Bulgaria last year and they had it there. It's called like the Hesburger. But the thing is, they have these fantastic mayonnaises. There's one where it's a paprika one, another one's a cucumber one. You can literally drink it. It's so good for the fries and all the burgers. Oh my gosh. Love it. Love it. Kitos, my friend. I can't say your name out loud because I'll say it the wrong way. And then I'll get in trouble. So there's that. Roxanne, good to see you. Love and the trucker goatee. So I don't know, do I call this the handlebar mustache? I feel like I should have black leather on it, a black leather hat, and start singing YMC. But I don't want to sing because then we get in trouble from YouTube. Been learning all kinds of stuff on the new YouTube rules. There's that. Aw. Thank you, Linda. That'd be very nice. So the thing is, we would be on the live TV, and then they have live TV, and they also have like an online channel too. So it'd be like two parts. I'd be on the live TV, and I'd be on the other one. So try to figure out the scheduling, because how work is and how the day job is and all those things always make things a little complicated. Joe Ram, thank you very much for the super chat. I am so sorry that Canada went out against Morocco today. Let's be honest, Morocco is pretty tough, but Canada played very well. I was very happy for Canada, how well they did. I got a little scared when they were doing the announcing. I was listening on the radio, and they announced like, "Oh, Canada, the first home nation out of this." I'm like, don't say it that way. It makes it sound like we're all going to go out this weekend and go, "Oh, today's Canada, tomorrow's Mexico, next day's U.S. out." I'm like, shush. So to my friends in Canada for a great World Cup, great hosts, great job scoring, doing a good job. Making North America proud. Thank you, my friend. Leaving for Sweden in a few hours. Oh, you're going to have a great time. You have a great time. Go to Skansa, the like outdoor park that's in Stockholm. I always love going there. But don't be like my friend who took us on a boat, and then the boat broke down in the islands. You might lose a day or two trying to get back. So what are those fun things? Oh, Damon. Hey, Walter's from Elk Grove, California. We're going to Paris next year. Thank you for the tips for Canada, Quebec. Yeah, I'm glad I can help. And as you know, we have tons of videos on Paris and France and all kinds of stuff. Because like, I was trying to figure out like what country do we have the most videos from, and I'm like, actually, it's probably the U.S. But those videos, it's really odd. Like we have a lot of state videos that they don't get a lot of views, but then I'll go back and look at them like 2 or 3 years later, and they've got like 300,000 views. I'm like, oh, I guess they did go okay. So there's that. But we got a lot of Paris stuff out there to help you out. So hopefully I can have you have a great time. Oh, yeah. Francisco, yeah. Sevilla in the summer. I mean, how hot was in Sevilla when we were there? Like 100?
Oh, yeah, I think it was like 40.
Yeah, it was 40, 41 when we were there. And luckily, Isla Magic, the music park there has a lot of water rides. So we literally just did the water rides and got wet all the time. Literally, we would dry off before we got to the next ride. It was crazy. Hey, Regina. Good to see you from Hungary. Another fun place. Hey, thank you. In East London, England. I'm glad your videos to Lampstand. I hope they can help. I'm glad they were good. Thank you, my friend. Southern Bend, NOLA. We're going back to New Orleans to film again. Always a fun time. Honestly, if you're thinking about going to the U.S., if you're looking for the best food city in the U.S., it's New Orleans. For me, hands down, best food city in the U.S. It's amazing. Yeah, I feel bad that I didn't make more U.S. videos before the World Cup, but I made so many on all the places. I literally had a Don'ts video for every single host city except for Monterrey in Mexico. No, not Monterrey. Guadalajara and Monterrey. Well, yeah, those two. And then Houston. Otherwise, we had videos for every other host city. So I tried to put like some feeds. We did a big long podcast on it, try to help people out. So Solomon, have you been to Romania, Bulgaria? Yes. Do you have any advice? I prefer Romania over Bulgaria. Romania, this is one. When I went there the early 2000s, I could see how awesome it could be if they stopped trying to rip people off. Now they got enough money. They're not trying to rip people off all the time. We had a fantastic time. They were there for 10 days. Actually, my editors are finishing off, like we're doing the back and forth. I'm like, hey, fix this and this for my love and hates of Romania and the scans of Romania. But we've got we're also going to have like the Don'ts of Bucharest, Don'ts of Brasov, and then one more like a Don'ts of Romania video. So we got and the Eats of Romania. Do not get the tripe soup. Not good. But what's cool in Romania, they have like bakeries, like literally there's like a window and a wall. That's a bakery right there. You just go up, pay, get some great bakery stuff. So you have a good time. Bulgaria has fantastic monasteries. The Ryla Monastery, fantastic to visit. It's incredible. So you'll have a good time. White Sox. I'm a Cardinals fan myself, so I can't really say anything. My wife's a Cubs fan, so. Yes, Gustav Klimt, not Clint, Klimt. So, Steve of the Falklands. How are we doing well, my friends? Or are you in the Malvinas? Oh, got to start some stuff there. Josh has a joke for us. Uh-oh. Yeah, the hot dogs in Vienna, they were so good. Did you, Venetia Dreams, did you have the Käse Quena? It's like the cheese bratwurst. That's like next level for me too. So, Josh with the dad joke of the day. I once said to my folks, I want to go to New York. And my dad, I'll drive you around the new parts of York. And you can say you've been to New York. Oh, you know your dad been waiting to say that one forever. Chris, my brother, good to see you. On my trip to Vienna, my option was Belvedere or Milton Abbey. Out for the Abbey. The Abbey's also nice, but I'm a Belvedere guy myself. Also, Mr. Belvedere, great TV show from the 80s. Let's see. Marie, good to see you. Flying to either Minneapolis, Atlanta, Boston, or JFK, connecting to Phoenix. So, because you're coming from Northern Europe, I would probably do Minneapolis, just because you're already more there. Because if you go down to Atlanta, then you got to go this way, so it's going to take you more time. JFK is always a pain, and Boston is going to be quite confusing. So I'd probably go Minneapolis if you're going to choose between the four. But I mean, any of them are going to be fine. But I will say, if you're going to be flying through Atlanta, going to Phoenix, there's like 8 flights a day to Phoenix. So if you get late, they'll be able to put you on another flight there. So there's that. Catherine, how are the kids? Are they enjoying the World Cup? So yes, Caleb. So we were at a birthday party last night for one of our friends, and Caleb calls me up. He's like, "Oh my God, the Cabo Verde, the Argentina game, the goal the guy just kicked. You'll never believe it." Like the second goal that Bend It like Beckham won. He was like literally giving us the play-by-play while at this party. So he's having a good time with it. Liam, we watched the first couple games. We watched a few games when we were in Europe, and then we only got home like about 10, 12 days ago. And then Liam got home. They went to scout camp for 10 days. And it was like, no joke, like heat index 40 Celsius. So like heat index like 100 degrees or more every day we was there. He's still as he said, it's only his second day home. We got back Thursday night. He's like, I'm just laying around. I'm not doing anything. I'm like, respect. So, yeah, I agree. Linda. They did give their all. Canada did give their all. Have I tried Spätzle? Of course. My grandma used to make it. She used to make Spätzle with chicken in it, and we call it chicken noodles all the time. And the first time I went to Germany, and they gave me Spätzle, I'm like, wait, this is my grandma's noodles, and I realized, oh, grandma's mom only spoke German, and therefore, like you have those like moments like, oh, that's why, because they were German. So it was kind of fun. First country to visit, George. First country to visit outside the U.S. If you usually what I'll recommend, I mean, I could say Canada or Cancun, but like if you want to go like Europe wise, I actually have a video that I just filmed on our trip in Lisbon. Was going like the 10 best cities for your first visit. But I think country wise, if you're worried about the language, Ireland is really great for tourism because they love tourists and they love people. I always have a good time there. Scandinavia can also be easy because the English language everyone speaks it there. But I always find that you don't have to speak Italian to enjoy Italy, so that could be one there. But I would say like if you like want to save money, meet locals, not pay a lot, I would do Ireland in like late September. That would be a good first visit. So. Jim and Harriet, thank you very much for the super chat. Where's the lovely Jocelyn? Will she make an appearance, Jim and Harriet Yuki? So Jocelyn has walked by, but she is enjoying a restful 4th of July. And so she has not prepared herself like I have in all of my majestic American beauty. So she's just wandering around. She's here. She's actually outside in the backyard watching I guess it's not raining now. She's just outside in the back with the dog. So I'll have her yell hi, though, for you guys, okay? So she's all good. I'll tell you guys said hi. Switch to Mexico cooking. So this is so I'm kind of excited because like we had 4th of July today. Tomorrow we get the Mexico gang. So I got lots of friends from Mexico, natives from Mexico. So we're all going to watch that together. Then we got the Portugal-US game on Monday. Then Tuesday I've got to go to the doctor. So hopefully my liver is okay by then. But we'll have some fun. Roxanne had a good time in Amsterdam, Paris. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. Fun times. Scorching Enola right now. We've had like mid-90s, but like 100 heat index, but super humid. Like you walk outside and it's like hits you in the face. It could be a bit much sometime. Josh, we have so in the Balkans, like we have not got to Serbia. Also, we haven't got to Moldova. So down there, that's all that's left. So that's what we're thinking about next summer, finishing off the Balkan countries, getting some Turkey and Egypt. Maybe go to Cyprus as well. So like that's one thing we're looking at for next year. But life is crazy because we've had different trips planned, and it's kind of like it's almost like when not with COVID hit, but like how our plans went crazy with COVID and everything. Everything got pushed back, pushed around. We've had so many things happen lately that now it's like, okay, I think we need to switch this to this and this to there. That's why I was planning my one of my filming trips. I'm like, hey, I got to get places that one I can get some good content, but also places I really want to go, but also places I can relax in because some places get a little stressful. So I'm doing a few, like that's why I'm going back to Vienna. I'm going back to Lisbon again to film again there later this year, early next year, somewhere around there to film there just so it makes it a little bit easier, like stress wise. Because when I'm going to new places that I haven't been to, it's like, no, I want to spend 3 or 4 days because I'll do my research beforehand. So I have a rough idea, and then I spend 3 or 4 days in the city, like going to the sites, going to the museums, eating the food, talking to locals. Public transportation, very important. You want to learn a lot. Public transportation, grocery stores will teach you a lot. And then I'll film the don'ts videos at the end. And so if it's too short, it's like I don't feel comfortable with it. So that's why, like sometimes I don't make don'ts videos. Like you'll see videos that I'll make. Like, oh, Mark did a don'ts of Albania video, and he's on the coast, so he must have a coast of Albania video. Like, no, I didn't have enough time on the coast. I'm not going to do a video about that. I was in Toronto long enough, in Albania, the country, but so it's one of those things that kind of impacts what I do. So there's that. Woo! Athens and Peloponnese over Christmas break will be our first time there and advice for winter travel in Greece. Okay, since you're going to Peloponnese and Athens, you're going to be okay because we're going to say the islands are dead. It's hard to get to, not worth it. I've gone in the winter to the Peloponnese with my parents and the islands. Peloponnese, you can still do everything. Most of the stuff's still open, which is cool. Do look for some Christmas food. Greek Christmas food could be fun. So you have that. But also, it won't be cold unless you're in the north. But if you're in the Peloponnese, it's not going to be cold, but it's not going to be warm. So think like late spring, where it could be like a cool evening. So maybe you have a jacket, but just check that 10-day forecast right before you go. That'll help you out. So, yeah, I would agree with Chris. Mary, avoid JFK. We flew through there a couple times. I've been to JFK 4 times in the last 2 months. So, my favorite Spanish dish, patatas bravas. Love them so much. We had them at our wedding. And croquetas, the ham croquettes with like the bechamel inside, and they fry it up. So good. So good. Yusuf, shout out to Mark for repost the do's and don'ts. Visit the U.S. It was tremendously helpful when Mark posted that I was planning my trip to the U.S. I'm glad I can help. This is one thing I think I need to do more because we have so many videos now that YouTube doesn't put them up anymore. Like there's videos that used to be our number 1 videos all the time, and they'd still be, even years later, they'd still be in our top 10. We're talking top 10, and now they're not even getting seen at all, but they're still really good videos. Like that's one thing I always try to do. If you ever wonder, Mark, why don't you tell us the restaurants to go to or hotels to stay in? Because those things change so often that I could make a video and within 2 weeks, it could be different. So I just try to tell you the kind of food to have in that country so you can kind of explore. That way, those videos are going to be relevant when you see them now or 10 years later because culture doesn't change that fast, So you have some good times. Marie, South Rim. Do the South Rim. You can run a bike and do that. You have a good time. If you see look at our old Southwest U.S. videos when the boys were little, Grand Canyon videos, that's from the South Rim. So let's see. Best U.S. city to see without a car? New York City by far. The use of dining videos in Dusseldorf. That is one of those ones I've been to many times, but it's been like for a day here because we're staying in Cologne or Bonn. One of my best friends, he lives right by there, but we always go to see his parents. I'm actually going to go see his mom in January, February. Going to go there. So I'll be in Dusseldorf. So if I can film there, I will film there, but I do not have a video right now. Michael, good to see you. Just got back from San Diego. Great time. I'm glad the videos were helpful. You disagree with the useless of the trolley? That's what we love about travel videos. Everybody can have their own opinion. It is good if you go along the front. It can go to some good places, but where I was staying, it wasn't really helpful. Where I was going, it wasn't as helpful as I wanted it to be, but all good. Bill wants to know, Mark, when did I visit? China's like 10 years ago. Japan's like six, right before COVID, I think. For those, then I actually taught in China for a summer, so we were there for like 8 weeks in Beijing. So, oh, thank you. Just say I love the channel. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it. Any videos on Cologne? So there's some that were filmed in Cologne. Actually, if you go way back, there's like I think I have a like top 10 Cologne video from like 17 years ago, 16 years ago. But I am going to Cologne early next year, and I will be filming at Jones to Cologne. I dated a girl that actually lived there, so I spent quite a bit of time there. So I know enough about it from my times there from years ago, but also going through there many times over the years. I've been there for Fasching, for Carnival, for those you don't know, all kinds of good stuff. Let's see. Yes, many countries I've not visited yet. For Europe, it's Moldova, Serbia, Ukraine, and I said the other one. Moldova, Ukraine, Serbia. Actually, I think there's only 3 I haven't been to yet. So there's that. Most underrated art gallery you've been to? For me, it's the Modische House, who's in The Hague. That is a good museum. For me, it's the Atkins Museum in Kansas City in the U.S. Fantastic museum. You'd never expect it, but you go there. It's like a palace in of itself, and very few people ever talk about it. But it's just totally underrated. Fantastic place. The Order of the Bees. Hi, I love your channel. When the news gets crazy, I know I can go to your page and get some good, wholesome vibes. And that's what I try to do. Like, I always want to keep things positive because there's enough. Even though my biggest videos are the don'ts of going places, I always like to keep things positive because you know what? Why be negative? There's enough negativity out there in the world. We can just enjoy some good times and some fun talking about things. That's why I always try to put some jokes in the video to make it much more of a fun place for us to be and enjoy. So that's cool. So, what day you recommend getting inexpensive tickets? There's not a day. It's no longer a day of the week kind of thing. What I would do is when you're booking tickets, look on Kayak or Skyscanner. Say your dates are flexible. It'll give you suggestions for days. Find those good prices that will work for you, and then go to that airline and look for those dates again that they suggested, and then put my dates are flexible, and they usually give you a graph of different days and different prices. I would do that. And then remember, some of the airlines now, especially the legacy carriers in the US, if you end up like finding a better deal later, you can cancel that ticket, buy the cheaper one, and then you get the e-credit. So that's actually what I do when I do things. Oh no! This is Ionian in Greece, college town, mountains. Is that where the Ionian village is, where all the like Greek American kids go? Because I have a lot of students that have gone there over the years. I know we're going to explore more in Greece next summer for Jocelyn, so we're going to have that. Let's see. Oh, game time. All right. Well, I'm going to try. I'm going to go for like another 15 minutes, and I gotta watch the game too. So it's Yusuf from Belgium. By the way, I hope you all kick our asses. Cabo Verde versus Argentina was a wild game. My son's calling us. I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "No, the goal. It's crazy." It's like I'm like, "All right." That's it. Yeah, that was one of those things. Like, respect to Cabo Verde. They did a fantastic job. Brian, oops, sorry. What will it take to get to Hershey Park video? You will not regret it. Oh, I don't know. I got to get to Pennsylvania again. I think that is true. I don't know why we didn't stop. Oh, because we should go up on top. Because like we would go Ohio, and then that little part of Pennsylvania, the touch, we go up there into Buffalo. Because the boys really love Buffalo, New York, so we'd always go up that way. And then when we come back, it'd be like the end of the trip. We're just like, we're done. We're driving. So that's why I haven't been there. I remember driving by Hershey Park when I was a kid, when my grandpa was in his van, the back of the van, going, "Oh, it's Hershey. It's chocolate. It's got roller." My mind was blown. Chocolate has roller coasters. One day, Brian, I will go. I will go. I'll do my best to show it off. I can't really do the roller coasters anymore because I don't think I fit, but one of the things I really got to do. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Louise. I really appreciate that. Phone my girlfriend or listen to you. I think you should phone your girlfriend and then just put me on mute, and then you can guess what I'm saying. Probably want to do. I love that, Judge. I want to do both. Aquarius, how did you end up teaching in Europe, and how have you been able to do the amount of traveling you do and your family have done? So I did my master's abroad. I did my PhD in Portugal. And so between my master and my PhD, I went as a volunteer volunteer professor, instructor, whatever, at a college in Lithuania, and then ended up getting full-time teaching gigs there. And since I had an advanced degree, it was easier for me to get my work permit. And then I did my PhD, and then I went to Brazil for a while and taught there. Then I did my PhD in Portugal. And so that was 5 years there, and that's really helped out. And then I'm a professor in my day job, so the time-wise works out. And we have videos on how we do it. So you just got to search for it. It's on here somewhere. I'm not trying to blow you up, but we do things as, hey, how do we do these things? So we'll like where we travel, when we travel, how we do things. And it's different now. Like when the kids were little, we had a lot more options. Now the kids are like, well, one's in college and he's gone out of the house now. And then, we've got the other one who's in middle of high school. So it's a little bit different. We can't do quite as much as we used to do. Allison, good to see you. Excited to see your Romanian videos. My grandfather's born in Romania. I lived into the war. My dad has nieces and nephews that's still there. Yeah, Allison, you should go sometime. Highly recommend it. Probably will have because here's the thing, folks. Here's where things get crazy. Me trying to figure out when to put out videos. So when is Romania going to be popular? It's Dracula. Ooh, I should put something out near Halloween. But I have like 5 or 6 Romanian videos, and I can't put 6 at a time. So, Alice, I'll try to have at least one Romanian video out, 1 or 2 out for you by the end of July. So probably do the love and hates of Romania, maybe the scams of Romania. So we'll have so you can take a look at some of the stuff. So I think he meant Köln and not Cologne. Well, Köln and Cologne are the same cities, but I think you know that. Yeah, I only saw the LOL at the end. Okay. All right, Hookem. Mark, if I'm wanting to travel to Europe for the first time next year, which city do you recommend? I think it's somewhere in Italy or Paris. Both great. I usually say great if you just want to do one city and stay in one place and do good day trips. Paris, London, those are great ones for that. Amsterdam can be good with the day trips, but they would be a next level below. If it's your first time, if you want to see like a country, Italy can be great because the trains are very easy to understand. People, a lot of English there, but if they don't speak English, they'll be getting you around to so many tourists. And if it's your first time, I might look into go like middle to late September because you get mostly like summer weather, but you don't have anywhere near the number of tourists. And so for a first time, you're not going to be overwhelmed by all the tourists that are there. Or go like early May, late April. I mean, I don't know if you have kids or if it's just you or whatever, but something to kind of think about. Henry, my buddy. Mark, hope the 4th of July is going great for you and the Johnson and the boys. I mean, aside from the complete downpour that ruined our barbecue, we're doing good. We got, like I said, I went to the store, got more stuff. So cousins coming, so we'll do the barbecue in the evening time. Hopefully if it's not washed away, like literally like my shoes above my shoes. I don't wear high tops. I wear low tops. There. So yeah, it was very hot in the Midwest until that downpour, Henry. It's been like walking out, you like hit the air like that, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Travel Ninja, good to see you. Good evening, Dr. Walters. I wanted to return back to Europe late August to Labor Day, 10 to 12 days. 2 days in Paris, 3 in Rome, and either 3 in Barcelona or Lisbon. Okay. Yeah, you'll be fine. If you're going to fly from the U.S., I mean, I love Lisbon. I would do Paris. Because with the EES thing, sometimes the lines get really insane. Like Lisbon can be in Portuguese. Flying out of Lisbon to non-EU countries, basically non-Schengen countries, the lines can be pretty long. I might fly into Paris and fly out of Barcelona. I would probably do it that way. As much as I love Lisbon, unless if you want to do Lisbon, then I would fly into Paris, go to Lisbon because then you're EU, and then go to Rome and then fly out from there. Though the lines in Rome also are insane, so maybe fly into Rome, then fly to Lisbon, then go to Paris and fly out from there. So hope that helps. Also seeing your kids' family grow up through the years. Your videos, one of my favorite parts of your videos. Yeah, sometimes it's tough. Like I'll see when the kids were little because like once Caleb got to be a teenager, he didn't want to be in the videos anymore. So that's why you'll see like Liam getting older, but Caleb's always in that like until about 15 age group kind of thing. So, and it's always like trying to figure out stuff. But luckily, when he was a full on teenager, he was very good at dropping the middle fingers sometimes. So I'm like, all right, not going to use that. So good times. So, yeah. Leonora, yes, we have been to Albania. Highly recommend it. Don't Sit Albania video is out there. I think I have an Eats Albania video that is on our Walters World Eats channel and a Don't Sit Tirana video to help you out. We had a really good time. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much, Jim and Harriet and Yuki. Any plans on going to Antarctica, Jim and Harriet? So we did have the plans for that when Liam was 15. He is interested in going for that, to do that. So it is an option. But right now, his main goal, he wants to get, well, I've asked, because this is a goal I had for the kids. Literally, I set this goal, I think it was January 1st, 2020. Bad timing, right? It's like I wanted the boys to get to 100 countries before they left our house. And then, COVID hits. So 2020, 2021 into 2022, you couldn't really go anyplace new. And so then when Caleb moved out last summer, because he went to college, and Liam's like, hey, Dad, remember that 100 country thing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, could we do that? I'm like, all right. So Liam is now at 75 countries, trying to find places to get him some other ones. So that might be one of those crazy things we'll do probably when he's in college now. So I got pushed back a little bit, but it's still on the books in terms of things we want to do. Oh, Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. Hi, Mark. I hope you and your family have a great 4th of July. Thank you. And as you have pounds, thank you for letting us whoop your butt and take our country. Actually, my buddy Chevs that I do the podcast with, the Honest Travel Podcast, I was like, I made a joke like this morning. He's like, nice. It was more funny with him, but yeah. Is Stockholm worth visiting? Yes. And if so, what time of year would you recommend? Summer. Here's the thing. Stockholm has some fantastic museums. It's got a fantastic outdoor park. And when I say park, they've taken buildings from all over Sweden and put it in the park. So you see like different parts of Sweden. That's really cool. I would say in the winter, it's a weekend destination. Like get there Friday, leave on Sunday. If you're going in the summer, you can spend 4 or 5 days there because you can go take a boat out in the islands that are out there, go explore there, do outdoor stuff, concerts, all kinds of things. I actually had it on my original list of 10 first stops in Europe videos, like for your first trip, that has a lot of day trips and things you can do and you can just stay there and not have to like repack and stuff. I actually had it as number 10 on my list. Jocelyn knocked it off and put a different city in there, but it stayed in our honorable mentions. So there's that. But if I was going to go, I would go early June, because not many tourists there yet. You got sunlight forever. Like literally, you can go see sights until 11 o'clock at night because it's bright. Like not like just light out, but bright out. So that could be fun. I've taken students there. I've gone there a number of times myself, and we've had some good times there. So Matt, you'll make a good choice. The winter time, what sucks about that is like it's dark at like 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon. So it's like you got to get, and it gets light at like 9 or 10. So you only have a few hours of daylight to really enjoy some of the stuff. So that would be something I would probably want to note to you. But you have a good time. Always have a good time when I'm there. I never have a problem when I get when I do go to Stockholm. Like, okay, I can go there. Not a problem. Always can enjoy my time when I'm there. Let's see. We discovered you over COVID lockdown. Your videos have been absolutely invaluable. Thank you. We are now on our 5th trip to Europe. Awesome. I'm glad I could be a little part of your little part of your travels. Like that's one of the things you all don't understand. Like I feel so special. Like when I get things like this, it's like I got to be a little part of some family trip. It's like I got to help a family like have a better time and enjoy more and learn the culture more and have a better trip. And it's just like it's my way of trying to give back. My way of like making the world a better place. But it's so cool. So thank you for that. That's really nice of you. Oh, John, good to see you. Trying to decide after visiting the BMW Museum in Munich. Cool. That's fun. If you like cars, you're gonna love it. Whether to explore Munich or take the train to Prague and spend the next morning exploring Prague before the train to Wrocław to fly home. Ooh, that is tough. Because that's throwing in more time. Because of limited time, I might just stay in Munich and then go to Wroclaw. But if like you had like an extra day, I would go to Prague. Prague. I mean, I like Munich. I love Prague. So that's kind of like my thing there. Ooh, Linda's going to Blue Lagoon. That's the hot spa thing in Iceland. This actually, if you fly with Iceland Air, they'll set it up so you can actually fly in. They'll take you there, and you can go get your connector later. It's pretty cool. Marvin, would you recommend Munich as a good base camp location for visiting Bavarian region of Germany and one day in Switzerland? Yes, we've done it all the time. So I'll actually use that as a base when I take my parents there because it's just easier when I'm with my parents to have a place we can all leave the luggage and everything, and then it's just a day trip to go to some of these places like Regensburg or Nuremberg, Salzburg, Brexgarten, Oberammergau, Fussen, Neuschwanstein. I mean, Mervin, you're gonna have tons of options, man. You have fun. You'll love it. As MJS would say, you'll love it. Metallica performed in Antarctica. I didn't know that. Hey, I said a super chat. Do you have the channel? Before? Yeah. Henry, was that the one I answered? Because I'm on this. Henry, I know I'm behind. Let me know if it came through, like if that's the one I answered earlier. Actually, I think I can show it. Was it this one? Because I answered that one earlier, but we're doing good. So it's going to be hot again. It's going to be muggy too because we had tons of rain, just like an inch in like an hour. So anyway, we're hey, Caitlin and Prague, good to see you. Hope you're having fun. Have some duck and dumplings for me, please. I'd appreciate that. No, I guess it's a little late for that, so just have a nightcap for me. I appreciate that. Yes, the Draculaland Amusement Park is opening in Romania soon. I got that quote. We were there. Be like, "Are you going to come back for the opening?" I'm like, maybe. I'm just not I'm too big now. I'm too old and too big for. I gotta lose weight again. I put a little too much weight this year. After all those years of working hard and staying fit and trim, well, fit, not necessarily trim. I kind of fell off the wagon the last few months, but today's 4th of July, so I'm going to be off the wagon today, but getting back on it. Let's see. Patty, I enjoyed my trip to Italy and Athens, Greece. Nice. I changed my trip from this month, July, to the month of May because they said Europe was running out of jet fuel and it seems everything is okay. Yeah, everything's okay. You'll be fine. Yeah, so the issues aren't so much there. They did cancel a bunch of stuff earlier, but then once they got things kind of worked out, now that the fuel's kind of going through the canal again or the strait, things are a little bit better now. Can you send the rain here to England, please? It's been so hot here. I still have sunburn. This is one thing is people always joke about the rain in England, and I would tell you, my travels, I've gotten more sunburn in London than a lot of other cities. So, Linda, do I need EES reconnect through Lisbon on the same airline? Yes. If you're coming from outside of Schengen, like France, Germany, kind of stuff, you're coming like from the U.S., going through, and then you're going from Lisbon to like Madrid, you will have to do EES. But it's different. Like there's different EES lines. There's a one for transfers, and there's like one for like, oh, you're staying. And Lisbon, they can be long. So be ready for that. But we actually flew back from Lisbon, and it was actually okay. But they had suspended the EES, so it made it a lot faster early in the morning. So hopefully you'll be okay. Hey, Casa, I'm taking a class right now on international study abroad. Cool, as an SIO. What is your thoughts on faculty who take students abroad and all the requirements around it? I've done 12 or 13 trips where I took students. I find it really enjoyable, especially because I'll do one I do is like a 10-day one that'll be like spring break or fall break or like right before we go back to school in January. But then the summer times I used to do a month where I teach them a whole class. And so we have class all day in the morning and they have the afternoons free. And what was cool about it, there's some students that didn't want to spend a whole semester abroad or they couldn't afford a semester abroad. And this way they could get that study abroad experience at a lower price, so they could have that stuff. And seeing how it really, even those 10-day trips, how they could affect people. I mean, it was just amazing. Like I've been on panels. I'm always a proponent. I tell all my students, I have like this fall, I'll have 700 students. I tell them, hey, you want to go study abroad? Just put my name down. I'll write the recommendation letter because I want everybody to go abroad if they can. So. YouTube manipulating the out. Yeah. Well, how it is YouTube is going to put videos out that will get you to stay on YouTube longer. That's why if you ever notice, if you look on your subscription button, you'll see that, hey, does this person still make videos? And you're like, oh yeah, they've been doing it for a long time. Like I had a video that went viral, got 1 million views on it was like 5 rules for the British pubs. And it got 1 million. And so all these fans, it finally got served up to our fans. So like 40% of the people that watched it were our subscribers. Usually it's like 0.5%. Like none of our subscribers see our videos hardly at all. And I'm like, oh, so when our subscribers do see our videos, they actually do watch. And so that gave me hope because people are like, oh, you're making videos again. I'm like, I've never stopped for the last 17 years. Since 2014, there's been something every Wednesday and Saturday and mostly like a few times other times in the week. And yeah, the algo gets a little frustrating sometimes. In-N-Out or Whataburger, I think you're lots for this. So I like In-N-Out monster style. That's my double monster style. That's my thing. But Whataburger's spicy ketchup, that stuff's good. Ain't gonna lie, that stuff's good. Though I do find Whataburger, I find their burgers a bit too salty. So there's that. Andrew, Nanny State, Massachusetts, no fireworks allowed. You can go across the border. So I've got these lame Illinois fireworks here, but I could go over to Indiana, which is only like 45 minutes away. It's funny, like you cross the border, there's an exit, there's a all year round fireworks store right across the border. So there are those things. So, but I only have the nice, safe, sparklers and stuff that'll burn your hand off, but that are okay in Illinois stuff. So yeah, I don't know what my neighbors have. Oh, I didn't know it was flooding Accra. So prayers for them. Yes, thank you for that. And, oh, new member Casa. Thank you very much for becoming a member, and thank you to everyone that is a member to help support us. Like you don't understand, like the members and patron stuff. Like I use that to get computers computers. I have this one here that I travel with, and then I have another one that I'll do my own editing with, and that's the 2 computers. I've had to buy new cameras, like they've gotten our new camera when we got that. Those things. So I use the money from that to pay for the stuff to make better videos. So thank you everybody that support us. Your super chats, that's what these things go to. Like everything, literally, like at the end of the day, with all the doing the travels and doing all the filming, all these things, like all that ad revenue and all this stuff goes into that to keep making these videos so we can keep having a good time and keep helping people travel. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that does that. People like Chris Frankie, who is also a member. Interesting EES experience in Frankfurt. When I entered passport control, I was the old way. The officer did not do a photo or fingerprint scan when I left the EES, confusing the officer. Yeah, so when we came in, I'd already done it, so I went right through in Venice. Like literally, from when the plane, like they opened the gate, like the door to the plane, to when I got through was 20 minutes. Like all from the plane, getting out, all the way through that. Liam and Caleb got stuck a little bit because they had to do their fingerprints. And the thing is, like, I had to go through first. And then there's Liam 15 going, what the hell am I supposed to do? And of course, there's nobody there to help. So that got a little frustrating, but yeah. Yes, Hallstatt's very nice. That is a beautiful place. Henry, thank you very much, buddy. Mark, for an 8-night December trip, ooh, I'm listening. Should I do 2 full days in London and the rest in Belgium and Amsterdam, or 2 days in London and Warsaw and Krakow? Which makes more sense for a week before Christmas? Would I need ETIS? So, Henry, the EES thing, you don't do anything for that. They just do it to you. ETIS still officially is coming out in Q4 of 2026. However, it's been such a disaster with the EES. I don't know if they're going to have. I bet they push that back again to like 2027, but that it won't be that hard. It's like the ETA, Henry, like for the UK, which takes like 30 seconds to fill out. But obviously, that if you want to get the Christmas vibes, I would probably do the Belgium Amsterdam one. Also, then you're not as much time flying around and doing stuff because you could. I've taken the channel, the Eurostar from the UK to Belgium and the Netherlands. It's super easy to do. You're right there. I would probably go that way, Henry. Though I love Krakow. As much as I love Krakow, it's gorgeous at Christmas time. I think for ease of use and then also all the little towns that you can go and visit and see all the Christmas stuff, I think that kind of wins out there. Another new member. Thank you, WhatHill3289. That is super nice of you. I really appreciate that. So nice to have more members in the family. That's cool. Yes, one day, Dino Chief, we'll get there. We will get to Mauritius one day. Oh, you're from there? Oh, cool. DM me some tips so I can put it in my notes. For those who don't know, whenever I get notes from people about their hometown or their home country, in my phone, in the notes app, I'll like Egypt, and then I'll have my notes from there. And then when I have fans or other fellow travelers will send me stuff, I copy, paste it, put it in there, ask some more questions. So whenever I do get to travel there, I get to put more stuff in there. Big bone, a very dense bone structure. Cheers, Mark. Mentioned in a previous live session, we're going to go for my 50th. We had Vegas, and it was fantastic. Awesome. Connor's way, go for chill. UTVs in the desert and speed Vegas. Yeah. UTVs can be fun. Be safe, though. You got to be safe with them, though. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you, my friend. Glad to catch you at work. Catch you guys later. Well, I'm glad you could hop on. Thanks, man. Thanks so much for that, for the 4th. Appreciate it. Something dang, I was thinking of using e-credits from Delta to go to Lisbon in March. Okay, so you will take the flight we took out. So one thing I want to tell you, they don't open up the Delta like check-in gate until 3 hours before. Literally, you don't even know where it is. It's usually indeed like high 60s, somewhere there. But we went, we were worried about it. We didn't have a problem because they kind of suspended it in the summer. Because you're either going to have the New York flight, which is like at 10 in the morning, or the Boston flight, which is like at 11 South. And like we actually got through because we had Sky Priority. Caleb did not. He had to go through normal security, which doesn't matter because everybody goes to the same security. It was just the EES line that took a while. So I have no idea where my phone's somewhere over there. So yeah. See, I know once Jocelyn said when I shaved, I look so much younger. This is blonde. It's not white. It's blonde. Oh, my favorite place to eat in Vegas. Actually, whenever we go to Vegas, Jocelyn and I've gone a number of times, we actually always go eat Ethiopian food. Lots of really good Ethiopian food there. That's one of our go-tos. Have I ever been to Cedar Rapids? I have. I have been there. We went to swim meets there when I was a kid. I'm actually from West Central Illinois. So like Keokuk was like an hour from my house. My grandpa had a house in Hamilton, Illinois, right across from Iowa. My cousins live in the Quad Cities. So lots of times. Travel Ninja, what EU country have the worst delays due to ES? Portugal, Greece, Italy. That would be ones there. Oh, my state bans even sparklers. Alaska, Hawaii, ocean. Oh, yeah, that's not fun. I'm sorry, Andrew. Thank you for the super chat. I will do a sparkler for you later today. But now we have another storm coming through because they gave us that beep 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 warning thing was like at 12:30 and then at 6 and it's 4:45. So, hey, someone tell me what the score is of the game because I'm going to go hop on and watch here in a little bit. Travel Adventure there. B, what's up, my friend? Also, if you know Eric, we've done a video, mistakes that even experienced travelers make. So you can check him out on his channel for that. And then he also has a sports channel. He talks about different, like the sports, what's going on. So lots of fun stuff there. Casa, we watch your videos for years. It's the least we can do to become a member. Cheers, my friend. Thank you very much. What are your thoughts? And I totally understand if you don't want to answer this. I get a lot of these. But on the bravado of the 4th of July, after you have traveled so much around the world, here's the thing. I love going to the festivals that celebrate the cities, regions, countries, firefighters, wherever around the world. You can have so much fun. The U.S., this is when things just turn up to 11. And the thing is, a lot of it's just show online. You know, they're going to show you the craziest things, like the guys that are setting off fireworks while they're like skiing behind a boat, you know, with fireworks going off them and a flag. There's crazy stuff like that. But like last night, we went to a friend's place and they had their own fireworks show. Like it was a good fireworks show too, by the way. It's like small town, like good fireworks show. And I was like, dang, but it's one of those things that's just fun. Like we have a good time with it. And I think the bravado of it is more one of those things people put online. Like, yeah, I'm really tough. Look at all the stuff I do. Then in real life, they're not like that. So that's one of those things. So Casa, I hope that helps out a little bit. Oh, 0. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. So I haven't missed much. What time's it? I know it started about 45 minutes ago. Because we'll go through halftime and I'll watch the second half. There we go. I'm gonna open up a tab here. I can't show you because I'll get in trouble if I show you like ESPN. So it's the 42nd minute. All right. 42nd minute 0-0. Excuse me. It's probably because I don't have the lights on. Hold on. Let me turn the lights on. Can you tell how stormy it's gotten? By how dark it got? Like when I got in here, I could like see myself, and now I'm not there. Yes. My handlebar mustache. See, there's the American bravado with my ranch dressing and my Reese's peanut butter cups and my Cristiano Ronaldo mask. Yeah, we're in Portugal. They gave it to us, so good times, good times. Hey man, love your videos. Very friendly, approachable guy. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is one thing. If you see me filming, please come up and say hi. I love when fellow travelers come up and say hey. And here's the thing: we do our yearly Christmas video. If I think of it, because sometimes I forget. I'm like, hey, you want to be the Christmas video? Come on down, and we'll do some video to say hi, so you can say hi to your family or something. But I always like that. But it's funny because sometimes I'll get like a DM on Instagram. They're like, hey, I saw you filming today, but I thought it'd be weird to come and say hi, so I took this picture and sent it to you. I'm like, that's weirder. Come up and say hi and come and check. Because I always love meeting people when I'm filming. And it's funny, like some places, like Paris, because we have tons of Paris videos, normal, Paris, Italy, we got a lot of videos on that. We get a lot of things. But then I remember there was one time where I saw the most per capita fellow travelers. We were in Brecon Beacon, Wales. I had not filmed any Wales videos ever, but I'm in like, it was like Tesco or what are the supermarkets there? And literally it was like 3 aisles in a row. Fan and their family, fan, the girlfriend, fan, let me get my girlfriend. Like, it was so funny. It was like boom, 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 boom. I just started cracking me up, when they're there. But it was so nice. I always love when people come up and a lot of times I'll see people like they'll do like a double take and they're not sure. And then they'll see like Jocelyn or one of the boys. They're like, oh, then it is you. I remember I was at the grocery store where I live, and yes, I'm in the Midwest. And I was in the grocery store, and this old lady looks at me. And then Liam comes around the corner and says, hey, Dad. I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? And she's like, I knew it. I wasn't sure. But then once I saw him with you, I knew it was you. What are you doing here? I'm like, I live here. So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, but I do love it. Let's see. Lolo Carter, discovered you a couple months ago. I'm going on my first international solo independent trip. Awesome. Plan to Ireland, the UK for almost a month. I'm older. Your reviews have helped. You're gonna have a great time. That is a great recommendation, doing those together, because you can do a ferry going across, or you can fly. Either way, ferry is pretty easy. But yeah, you'll have a great time. I'm so glad. Thank you for discovering us. I hope it helps with your travels. That's awesome. One day, Josh, I will get back to Liverpool. I gotta have Scouse again in the cathedral, right? And so I gotta do that. Paris Ledwin, oh my god. They're the cats of Paris. Think of it that way. Those little ratones, they're fine. But you mentioned that I have seen a few of the, Ratatouille, true story, or based on a true story, sort of. Haven't been to Bermondsey Beer Mile in London. It's such a chill area. We love it. Multiple football stadiums are nearby. I don't think I have. Because I have a buddy of mine who's lived in London for 20 years, and I always go and stay with him, and he always takes me on like pub crawls, and so he may have taken me, but I don't know. So I can't say off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look it up. If I have, I'll let you know. But I guess I have something to try next time I'm there, because I always try to go see him at least once a year. That's why it's funny. Like, if you'll notice, I'll do a lot of base UK videos from London, a lot of base Italy videos from Vicenza, a lot of base Lisbon or Portuguese from Lisbon, because we have friends there. So I always like to go see them. So it's like, I mean, some of my best friends in the world, they live abroad, so I always go see them. And so that's why it's like, I want to make sure I see my friends, so it becomes like a little base where I can film. But there's some friends, like my buddy Alvy. If you ever see a really tall, bald guy in my videos, like that's my buddy Alvy, and we'll go and meet places. Like this year, we met in the Algarve. We're going to meet in Finland later this year. We met in Krakow the year before, Riga the year before that. It's been like 5 years in a row. We'll make a point to meet each other and the family, so it's really kind of nice. Travis, what travel plans to the U.S. do you have planned? So we're going to Ohio, which I know doesn't sound exciting, but we're going to Ohio. That's actually, for you know how exciting Ohio is, that's where I went on vacation every year as a child. I did not do any international travel except for once when I went to see my grandpa in Toledo, Ohio, and we went across into Windsor, Ontario, and I was so impressed that they had their own money. I was like 8. It was like so cool. But I was in Ohio as a kid, so we're going there. Then we've got we've got Georgia, Ohio, Michigan, and there's one more. There's one more U.S. thing we're doing this summer to do stuff. So we got those coming. Kansas City, you're looking for a good place in the U.S. Kansas City, very much underrated. Like I said, the Atkins Museum, the Art Museum is fantastic. Very long city. I want to say, Kansas City, I spent the most money on Ubers than I've ever spent on any other city ever, just because it's such a long city, like in a valley kind of. Just be ready. Oh, Ryan's here. What's up, brother? Ryan and I, we were in Helen, Georgia earlier this year, and Ryan was nice enough to sit next to us and get harassed by Justin and me. Good to see you, buddy. You'll probably see him at I think we made a Christmas video, I believe. So you'll see him in this year's Christmas video. Oh, Premier League team. You know, I don't know. Because I had one that I cheered for because I had a English girlfriend that lived in the south side, like south of London. And so I cheered for her team, but I never felt connected to that team. So not really sure. Like the teams I've connected to in my travels over the years, in Lisbon, it's Benfica. SLB Glorioso, SLB. When I lived in Berlin, it was Hertha Berlin. Let's see. In Argentina, Boca Juniors. I lived in Buenos Aires. Sao Paulo, that was like my team there. But I think my number one soccer team, football team, calcio team, Vicenza Calcio. I've been to probably 30 games, and they were like from Serie B, say like lower level stuff, and I've gone all over. Like just crazy fun times. Warn people about Amtrak. It's never on time and it's slow. Also, sit in the middle of the car, not at the ends. Watch my video on the don'ts of Amtrak to understand why. Ooh. Stokey. Hi, Mark. Love your videos. Planning to propose in Santorini next year. Shh. Don't tell people this way. It'll get back to them. When's the best time to try and avoid crowds but still have everything open? Okay. So I went there in February. Nothing is open. Late May. You will not get the cheap flights in, but you can fly Aegean. You'll be okay. But once you get like June 1st, it just like one thing I would say, if you're going to propose when you're there, have the ring with you. You have an idea where you want to ask, but just because you have an idea where you want to ask, it might not be the best place to ask. Wait for the right moment. So like, I've been in Paris and like I thought about asking Jocelyn there. It's like, oh, we'll do it at you know the Arc de Triomphe because there's like the stairwell there. You can come up to go, oh wow. But it was like packed and just too many people, wasn't the right thing. And then we were walking into like the Louvre where like there's the courtyards and stuff. And it was all lit up at night. There was nobody around. I'm like, oh, this would have been the perfect place. But I didn't have the ring, so we had to wait a little while longer. And then it was actually in Venice. And it was one of these like, hey, we went a back road, like a back thing all by ourselves. She's a big Palladio fan, Andrea Palladio, the Italian architect. And one of his churches were right behind us. And I like, oh, you love this church? That's one of his churches. Here, let me put the camera up. We'll get a picture. And this is the old Nikon Cool Pics thing. Actually, the video is online. And I put it on there like, we're going to take a picture. And then I asked her to marry me there. And voila. So lots of tricks you can play when you are there. Never use the roommates on Amtrak. Yeah. The overnight stuff's sometimes okay. Cheers, social. Go enjoy the World Cup match. Thanks for all the inside prep. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Business class on United. No, I flew United until about 2015, and then it was just like I couldn't do it anymore. I just was not a good experience anymore, so I stopped using them. So I did probably a long time ago, but it's been so long it would be fair to say anything like that. So best way to deal with jet lag. One, kind of prepare yourself beforehand. One thing I say, if you're going over, get your hotel the night. If you got an early morning arrival flight, get the hotel the night before. So when you get in, you can go straight in your room. You can take a shower and go, or sleep maximum an hour. and then go and see stuff for the city. Come back at 6 o'clock, go to bed, get up early the next day, and start your trip. Because you mess up that first day, it just makes things bad. Wow, it is pouring outside. I mean, pouring outside. Dang. So anyway, let's see. Forget the ring, just bring it down to Ralph, spoken like a true married man. Hi, Mark. Love the content. I'm going to Malta on Wednesday. Nice. My girlfriend gave us a couple recommendations for Valletta. Okay, so look for my Eats of Malta video. It's on Walter's World Eats, and the newer Malta videos I have on Walter's World. In Valletta, Old Town, about 2 blocks off the main kind of pedestrian street, there's tons of fantastic restaurants that would have Michelin stars, but they're like, we're not going to deal with this crap, so they don't have it. Rabbit is fantastic when you're there. The pasta is fantastic when you're there. Lots of really good stuff. Make reservations because there's so many insurance and game, like casino gaming things that are based there. People have money and they go out to eat all the time, so they book up all the places. So look and see if you find a place you want to go to, and then book reservations for yourself. Hey, Kev, can you grab me my phone? So it should be somewhere over there because it was ringing. Or if not, I don't know. Maybe it's mom's phone ringing. I don't know. I know it's poor. It's insane. Anyway, Hawaii, Alaska, Oceania, any states not done. So states we haven't done yet. Thanks, buddy. So for me, it's Oregon, Utah. Well, I've been to Salt Lake City Airport a few times, but I don't really count that. So Oregon, Utah, Oregon, Utah, North Dakota, Alaska, Hawaii. I think that's it. Those are 5. So got a little bit to do. Thank you very much for the super chat, Andrew. I really appreciate it. It's very nice of you. My favorite business class and airline, how's Aer Lingus? I'm out showing you should find them. Aer Lingus is fine. I will say, oddly enough, this airline is no longer in business, which is very sad. Wow. Like our gutters are overflowing. It's that much rain. Holy moly. I mean, it's like a river outside in our street. Sorry. I could show you, but you can't see from here because the light won't work. Anyway, sorry. But Air Malta used to have really good food on theirs. Business class wise, Air France, they had the best food. Service is really nice. I will say, this is one time. This was my dad after he'd had all his he had prostate cancer, had all his treatments. He very big phobia about being in planes and stuff in enclosed spaces, claustrophobic. I spoke with somehow we got upgraded to business, which was super awesome because he didn't want to sit for that long, whatever. We got upgraded, and I talked to the flight attendant and told him how he was. She treated him like a king. She's like, "Oh, how can I help you, sir?" And he's like, "I don't know." And he got like the duck, and she's like, "Well," he's like, "Which?" He's like, "If you're gonna get the wine, may I recommend this wine for you? And if you like, I can leave the bottle with you for now while I go serve the other people." He's like, "Oh, it's so nice." He felt so good, and then after he's like, "Yeah, if we flew business class all the time, maybe I could fly again." So yeah, that was a really good one. We had a good experience with there. So I always like Air France. Chris has got hot and sunny. OKC, lots of OKC. My mom loves OKC. I need to get down there. Who's going to win the World Cup? Man, it's hard. It's hard to go against France. And then once I saw what Cabo Verde did or Cape Verde did to Argentina, I don't feel as confident about Argentina getting to the final. Like, all I know, it's funny how sometimes you get those vibes. So, like, before the Paraguay-Germany game, I'm like, I think Paraguay's going to win because Germany didn't seem that good. It's kind of like the Mexico-England game, except for Harry Kane. I don't think England's playing that well. I see Mexico winning. Today I see France winning. Like, probably I see my final 4 being France, the winner of Spain, Portugal, which is probably going to be Spain. So probably France, Spain, Argentina, Mexico. That's my final 4 right there. Because Brazil, as good as they are, they haven't been impressed me too much. So there's that. Ryan, best food I've had in Ireland? Breakfast, full Irish. I'll have it anytime. But honestly, just getting Irish oatmeal with a shot of whiskey in it, so good. A little bit of cream, so good. But the seafood pie is good. Any kind of seafood. Eden GoPro, I love your videos. I'm originally from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Just want to say thank you for your video of Mostar. All your points were point on. Thank you very much. Safe travels to you and your friend. Thanks, man. That's awesome. That's what I try to do. I try to do the best I can, so that's really fun. And I'll tell you, Bosnia, it was like, wow, like it was a different vibe. I mean, I loved it. I was so glad we went. I want to go back again. We had such a good time. Is the Mississippi River coming in view? Well, it's getting close. It's getting close. It was like, whoa, like it's pretty. I mean, I'm probably gonna hop off here because there's like quite a bit of lightning, and I don't want to. I guess I'm gonna unplug my computer so it doesn't get fried. So at least I'll have that in case we get a surge or something. I mean, I have my surge protector, but you know how it is. Henry, thank you very much for the super chat, man. That's really nice of you. Mark, so in my case, you would advise Warsaw and Krakow only if I had more time, or better the spring or fall. I would say as a tourist, Krakow would be worth it on its own. Warsaw, not as much worth it. Because like Henry, what I would recommend for you with the time you have, I would take the train from London and I'd go to Bruges and Ghent in Belgium. And then I'd go up to Amsterdam and see some stuff in the Netherlands there. And then I'd head out from there. Because then you can fly directly back from Amsterdam. So it gives you more time actually traveling like in the cities versus traveling between the things. Krakow, I think you'd have more fun in the summertime, to be honest. And Warsaw as well. Because it gets a little gray and dark. So that'd be the best way for me to put it. So hope that helps, buddy. All right. Unlicensed. Okay, I've been here 4 times. Awesome. Last couple of times we shared all of your videos to help the rest of the group get ready for the trip. That's awesome. I will tell you, I will actually get requests. People like, hey, Mark, could you make a video about this? Because they don't want to talk to their friends about it. So there's a video that I put out, like the friends you don't want to travel with. And that was like, that got a lot of people like, oh, thank you. But also, there's another video. It doesn't have anywhere near the number of views. The questions you need to ask before you travel with your friends, that's one was specifically asked. I think that's one you can send out like, hey, let's all answer this question just to get everybody on the same page because it can make a huge difference. So, Josh went in the winter. I went there for New Year's. We had a good time. It's just that Krakow's got so much to do. It's like I almost feel like it deserves its own vacation. So. Last October, went to the War Museum in London. Underrated museum, by the way. Also, the Churchill underground bunker thing, underrated. It was absolutely amazing by the World War II account, and then how it differentiated from the U.S. Yeah, I mean, when you go to war museums and you see the history and the different perspectives of history, it makes things pretty crazy. Anyway, all right, I'm going to head back so I can watch the second half of France and see how that goes. I want to wish everybody a very, very happy 4th of July, wherever you're celebrating. If you're not celebrating, hey, it's okay. We always have our stuff here, whether it's with fireworks and ranch dressing. We're having a good time. Jim and Harriet, you guys have a happy 4th of July. Wish everybody a great one, and wish you all the best. Oh, the person has a city to pair with Berlin. If you want to stay in Germany, Dresden, you want to go a little bit farther, you can go take the train down to Prague. There's those. So anyway, I wish you all the best. Everybody have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day? No, 4th of July. Bye.